Hey, good morning, POWIIS. How is everyone today? Today we have something a little bit special for all of you. We would like to introduce you some of the new PIP instruments that are being offered in POWIIS. And many of you might not be aware of this, but these teachers have been coming in since January. And the reason you don't see them is because they come in after school. So if you are a boarder or if you are happy to explore something new, we are going to be offering it in term 1 next year, so do think about it. So why are we expanding our instrument offerings here in POWIIS? Can I have the slide? What do you see before you? Anybody? Yeah.
Color pencils.
Color pencils, correct. You see one set over here and one set over here. What's the difference between this set and this set? Okay, this set has a lot more colors, yes? And so the same thing happens with music. Right now at our school, we have only a few choices, like a 12-color pencil box. That's what we have amongst all of you. And in a school that's growing in size, next year we're going to be even bigger than we are this year, it's better if we start to really expand our color pencil box and be able to create a lot more music. So let's have the next slide. All right, right now we are kind of around here. We would like to be kind of around here. Okay, so the idea is that the more instruments and the more choices we have, the more exciting our repertoire could be. When you come to watch TMP, it's so much more exciting. But more than anything, the thing I would love to have is for many of you to be up here on stage performing rather than sitting there just being entertained every week, because that's not the fun part of education. The fun part of education is doing, not just watching. So if you're a pianist or a guitarist and you're thinking, maybe I should explore a new instrument, this is the chance to have a look at it. So the first person I'm going to introduce, oh wait, before that, let's move on to the next slide. Yes. So the first person that I'm going to introduce is somebody who plays the brass instruments. What brass instrument is this? On that side? Trumpet. Trumpet? This one is trumpet, meh? What is that? Trombone. And this one is a trumpet. So he plays both instruments, and his name is Mr. William Tan. And the next person, let me just go through all the slides that we are going to do, plays the what? And the cello. This is exciting stuff. So please give a warm welcome to Mr. William Tan, who will come out now.
Good morning, sunshines. So some of my commentaries will cover both English and also Mandarin, yeah, so I can cater to all the students. Now, how many of you saw this thing in the YouTube or anything, TikTok, whatever? Few? Yeah, there are some people who actually make music covers and even jazz music, pop music with all this kind of instrument. So first up, we're going to put out one of the instrument that I major in, which is the trombone. It's been with me since high school, year 7, and then until now. So this instrument is quite an interesting piece where it changes pitch by moving the tubes, long and short itself. Yeah, compared to the trumpet, it's using the valves and the buttons itself, just like the piano or the other wind instruments like clarinet, saxophones. But this one is a little bit special, a little bit. So I'm going to demonstrate for you how it sounds like. This kind of music instrument, usually they are at the back line of the orchestra. And then they are very heavy and then they have a very strong projection. They just need like 2 or 3 trombonists, you can cover mostly like the whole orchestra already. So now we're putting up one of the jazz tunes. 现在我给你演一个小的哦。Yes. Thank you. So this is trombone. In Mandarin, we call it 长号. Okay, you can see this in some of the universities in Taiwan, China, and then even down in the New York or Boston, in the schools of Berkeley. Anyone here seen Berkeley schools in your newsfeed or anything? Berkeley. Yeah, so Berkeley is a very big school with all the music production. All the famous artists came out from there. There are some artists, jazz artists, contemporary brass artists who came out from the Berkeley as well. They are doing pop covers, jazz covers, and then they make their own compositions with the sound of trombone as well, and they sing as well. So there are a couple of options you can look through the social medias, TikTok, or even maybe some Chinese will look at the Xiaohongshu, or even, you can find it. You just look for 长号, yeah, okay? And then the next one, this one is one of my minor instrument that I play. So basically, they are more high pitch, and then they are more interesting with the sound, the melodies that you can make. They are some of the, we say, beginner instruments in the brass, because you can see trumpets everywhere. 你到那里你都能看到小号，就是说，大重奏、小重奏， and then even, in the school you can also see it. So the next one we're going to show you a little bit of the trumpet sound. A lot of you, I think you had piano degree, right? Or piano graded exams in your hand. So some of you might be already grade 8, some of you might be doing diploma or maybe even grade 5. So there are some people who actually can take one of the minor, which is take it as your second instrument, that you can actually improve your portfolio when you go to the university. 就是说，你们上大学的时候，你们需要 多一个小副科，这样你们就会比较容易进到那种外国大学、音乐大学。然后他们看的，因为我们满街都是有很多 pianists, and then even like maybe strings, violins. Yeah. So when you have one special instrument in your hand, you have more high chance that you can have a stronger portfolio when you go apply to the music university. Sometimes in the States, America, and maybe you want to do it in Singapore, China. So they see, oh, you have another talent that you can do with to help out with the school orchestra or even your co-curriculums. So you can actually try to pick this up, maybe even like cello, clarinet, saxophones, or even this instrument as your second instrument. So you can have it, how to say, a more vibrant character on yourself. So you can bring it up and then put it up in your resumes and yeah. So now that concludes up for my brass presentation. So if any one of you would actually interested to pick up all these shiny young fellas, shiny boys, you can actually contact Miss D, right? Yes. Contact Miss D and then sign up for the PIP. It will be like after school. Yeah. So yeah, that concludes for the brass section. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. William Tan. The next person I'd like to introduce to you is Mr. Jeremy Tan, who has been teaching cello here at the school, but he actually is also one of the best clarinetists in Penang. And I don't know if you know Rui, he's actually her teacher, and he teaches Jiasheng the cello. So while I wait for him to come out, whatever Mr. William Tan said just now is absolutely true. If you have more than one instrument, and especially if the instrument is not a common instrument, okay, something that fewer people play, the chances of your entering any kind of university, not just music universities, but any kind of university, rises by a lot. And so please do consider being able to play something different. Mr. Jeremy?
Okay, thanks. Hi, everyone. So you had a look at the brass just now. This is a woodwind instrument. Does anybody know what the difference is? Anyone? So they're both wind instruments, but one uses pistons and slides, and this has like tone holes. So we kind of extend the instrument by closing our fingers. I'll give you a demo. If I close my fingers, it will go lower. All right? I'll just play something for you guys. All right? Oh yeah. So one additional thing is that it has a reed here, and that's what produces the vibrations for the wind. Okay? So I guess that's the difference between at least a reed instrument and a brass instrument. So the name clarinet actually comes from a small trumpet. So it kind of sounds like a trumpet, but not really. Okay, so I'll kind of demonstrate the cello for you. This is completely different, but I guess most everybody knows what a cello sounds like. So that's basically a large violin. Do you guys have any questions? No? All right. So I'll just pass the mic to Miss D.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jeremy Tan. I don't know about you, but for me, when he was playing his instruments, and even earlier with the trumpet and trombone, it gives me all the different types of goosebumps. You know, it just makes you feel different. And if you like one of the sounds that you're hearing here, and you would like to produce that kind of sound, do think about it very seriously and consider it, because you're now in high school. You think that time is going to last forever, but high school is the best time for you to start these instruments. If you wait too long, soon you'll have job, career, family, all the kinds of things that will, you know, make it impossible for you to explore these things later in life. And I'm sure you've heard your, you know, uncle, auntie, grandfather say, "Ay ya, 我别晓佚佗之类啦，哎呀，我别晓佚佗半行的啦，我你细汉的时无学到 properly." So it's something that you can regret later in life if you don't try it now. So do think about it seriously, and hopefully we will see more of you register for many different types of instruments next term. Have a great week, POWIIS, and see you around.